Bill Gates has been behind some of the most controversial statements over the past decade. In 2024, his latest venture, Apeel, was all over social media due to its controversial nature. It promises to enhance shelf life and food waste. Can we blindly trust whatever they say is in this product? As consumers, it is our right to know what the products actually are, especially the ingredients in the food we consume daily. Let me shock you a bit more. Bill Gates isn't just a technology mogul, he is the biggest farmland owner in the USA. Yes, you heard that right. And the delicious French fries you eat when you go to McDonald's, they come straight from his potato farm. You get what I'm trying to imply here, right? So let's dive right in and uncover the shocking truth about Bill Gates' Apeel organic coating and McDonald's partnership. But let's first talk about Apeel. What is it exactly? Well, Apeel is a coating applied to many of our fruits and vegetables today, almost resembling a plastic-like layer that helps extend their shelf life. Marketed as a plant-based protection, Apeel aims to keep produce fresh longer, and the coating works by slowing moisture loss and reducing oxidation. Now hear this, it's not washable. You can't just wash it off, you have to eat fruits and vegetables along with the coating. But aren't things meant to go bad after a certain period of time? It's the very nature of this world and completely normal. Of course, other things like refrigeration and fermentation help keep the produce fresh longer. So, what's the point of making such a product? The good thing is that many organic grocery stores here in the US have decided not to sell any product that has this artificial coating on it. In the United Kingdom, it is banned to use this coating on any organic product because of some ingredients it contains. The Apeel product contains 99.34% of other ingredients that are not specified, a big red flag right off the bat. However, they did disclose that they contain mono and diglycerides of fatty acids, which are categorized as emulsifiers, the substances that help blend together two ingredients that don't typically mix, like oil and water. And although they are common food additives, they are nothing short of controversial. These fatty acids contain trans fats, which can pose harm to your overall health. What's even worse is the reported presence of heavy metal in Apeel. Yes, measurable levels of heavy metals such as cadmium, lead, mercury, and arsenic were detected in a recent independent lab testing. It is normal for foods to have metal traces due to environmental contaminants, but do we really need more exposure to it through something so unnecessary? According to multiple studies, long-term exposure to heavy metals can lead to many health problems, from developmental issues to even cancer. The presence of heavy metals in Apeel is a huge concern for us all. It is important for consumers to be informed about these issues so we can make educated choices about our health. Not only the ingredients, but its manufacturing process is also a matter of concern. Although not all details are made public, available information suggests there are several issues that warrant attention. One of the main problems is their use of high heat and hydrogen in the making process. This method is commonly linked with the creation of partially hydrogenated oils, which are the main source of artificial trans fats. Now, we all know that trans fats are a big problem for our overall health, leading to increased inflammation, low cholesterol levels, various heart issues, and other chronic diseases. On the other hand, Apeel claims that it does not contain trans fats, but the manufacturing process we just discussed raises questions. Another big concern is the use of solvents, which they use to extract and purify ingredients. However, traces of it remain in the final product. The most commonly used solvents, like hexane, are neurotoxins and air pollutants. Even though Apeel claims to use a chemical removal process to clear out solvents, they fail to share complete details. It's everyone's right to know what solvents are being used to purify the ingredients and what chemical processes are being used to remove those solvents. But guess what, folks? The FDA is okay with this product too. It is classified as a food additive and goes through a different approval process than a pesticide. Under the FDA's existing framework, companies have the authority to decide if a substance is generally recognized as safe, or GRAS, without needing to inform the FDA. Yes, Apeel can decide for itself if it is safe or not. So the FDA thinks it is safe. Now, the idea of edible coating on fruits and vegetables isn't a new one. It has been practiced for centuries using natural means like beeswax and shellac. So, what is the need to make something similar while not using natural ingredients? Beeswax and shellac have been used for many years to coat apples, citrus fruits, and candies. Another coating we have is paraffin wax, which comes from petroleum products. Although these coatings are usually regarded as safe, they do have some drawbacks. For instance, shellac comes from the lac bugs. It isn't vegan and can trigger allergies in some individuals. Meanwhile, paraffin wax is a byproduct of the oil industry. But at least people are familiar with them and they are time-tested products. The good news is that a lot of companies have now started making natural versions of Apeel coating using carnauba wax and wood resin. These might be solutions for people looking to avoid synthetic products like Apeel. The best way for that is to buy locally and in season, instead of buying fruits and vegetables that have been sitting around long enough to need a preservative coating. Now, moving on to the second part of our topic, Bill Gates' partnership with McDonald's. There's really nothing much here apart from the fact that he is the biggest potato supplier for McDonald's. As we previously discussed, Bill Gates is the biggest farmland owner in the U.S., owning around 269,000 acres of land spread out over 18 different states. But it's his farm in Washington that draws the most attention. It's here that potatoes are grown and supplied to McDonald's, where they're turned into hot, salty, and globally popular fries. According to a report in 2018, McDonald's is the biggest potato buyer in the world, purchasing approximately 3.4 billion pounds of potatoes every year. The fact that Bill Gates' potato farm is so huge that it's visible from space makes you wonder how many of those 3.4 billion pounds of potatoes come from his farm. There isn't that much behind Gates' partnership with McDonald's. However, consumers are having a hard time trusting a person who has made many controversial statements over the years. A person who created a synthetic product without sharing conclusive details about its ingredients, all to keep fruits and vegetables fresh and good, but unable to even wash off? Most consumers are very concerned with that. Educated consumers are focusing on the motives behind the scenes. There are not many natural, independently owned companies left. Their numbers are getting lesser and lesser every year, and only 8 big companies own almost all our food and beverage space. This includes companies like PepsiCo, Nestle, Unilever, and the list goes on. Many small businesses have struggled after being acquired by a big company, often due to changes in manufacturing processes, ingredient alterations, or prices being raised by investors. On the other hand, some companies have experienced significant success after being acquired by firms like Nestle and Unilever, which are more conscious of health and focused on maintaining natural products. So, while the FDA says Apeel is safe, we listed all the possible risks and concerning aspects of it. As an educated consumer, you should always stay informed, keep asking questions, and make the choice that feels right for you and your family. If you think we missed something important in today's report, make sure to let us know in the comments. And don't forget to check out our other videos for more health tips and tricks.